Here a client is checking in for a fire and ice, which is our traditional sauna, and our cold plunge, a 40-minute treatment. Sarah's greeting her by asking if she's checking in today. She's going to go over her preferences with her, and then she's going to take her over to put on some sandals by asking her her sandal size. She asks the client to take her shoes off, put them in the cubby, gives her the appropriate size sandal, and now brings her into the luxury suite. Here's an example of our preference card that's filled out. Upon entering the luxury suite, we ask if the client needs to use the bathroom. We give them a warm neck wrap, and we let them know that we'll be back shortly to bring them into their session. Now to go over to our fire and ice room. We grab our preference card, and the first thing we do is reset the sauna. One click, and one click back. We set the chromotherapy color. She chose green. Now we go over to the iPad, and we want to set her music for the traditional sauna first so that everything is there when she arrives. We then go over to the cold plunge iPad, and we set the music that she wanted for the cold plunge. Then we just make sure that the clock is working, set it back to 0, and we set it down. Here's a tray that we have in our room. It has our makeup wipes, it has our button system, our clock, and our chromotherapy guide. We then go back to luxury, ask our client Amanda to come into the fire and ice room by walking them over. Once Amanda gets into the room, we start to explain a little bit about the traditional sauna. This is a 40-minute treatment, so she can do anything she would like with the 40 minutes. That means she can do different rounds or just do 30 minutes and 10 minutes. It's all up to her. We do suggest that they start with traditional sauna and end with cold plunge. So inside the traditional sauna, we have a neck pillow, we have a back pillow, we have towels that are in there for comfort, and we also have a bucket of water. Only 3 ladles of water is suggested for a traditional sauna session. The traditional sauna gets up to 200 degrees. So when it gets hot, sometimes adding a little bit of water will help bring some steam. We also show the client that there's lemon towels in the fridge, and there's also water for them in the fridge. We have a reverse osmosis machine that is behind Kate right now, that in case they need extra water, they have that provided for them inside the room. Now to show them about the cold plunge. The cold plunge gets to about 40 degrees. Now, upon sitting on the cold plunge, you want to go on the landing, which is right next to this client, where she's going to sit down and put one foot on one side and one foot on the other side. Now, suggesting if this client wanted to have somebody to coach them, we do have breathwork facilitators and also cold plunge coaches to come in and help with the breath, or just to help the client calm and be able to stay in there for as long as their desired time. This is optional. Now, there's towels that are provided. There's one towel that will be on the landing on the cold plunge, so that when you are immediately coming out, that you have your butt come out first and slide onto the landing and then get your feet out. Now, when you're done with the cold plunge, you do have a timer that's in here. So we will provide the timer. We'll give it to you to show you how to use it. So now take a look. There's a stop and a start. So you're going to press that button and hit the bottom right of the timer that's above you. And when you get out, you have the ability to stop the timer so that you can see how long that you were in there. Upon leaving the room, the client will put on a robe, bring a bin from the back of the door and put all their stuff in it. And there's also a bag that's inside the room for their wet clothes. Front desk associate will grab a cup of tea for the client based off their preferences. And we'll start to get their warm amenities. First thing client will get is a nice heated blanket. A warm neck wrap. Warm slippers. And lastly, client will get a heated weighted blanket that goes across the belly. This is a really nice way to relax. It's a 30-minute treatment called the TMW experience.